West Harling we're at today, not far from Five Ways where we filmed before. Devil's Dyke run through the field next door, which is a Anglo-Saxon defensive and boundary ditch. And this is quite a high, nice rise in the ground and the soil, and there's a natural spring down there. So I'm hoping we're going to find some history. Don't know what it is. It's got a bit of gilding on it. Don't know what that is. Don't know. It's medieval, whatever it is. It's got traces of gilding on it, look, and a little cross on the top. Medieval with some gold on the top. I don't know what it is. Sorry. I will find out later. But it's certainly nice. It's quite a bit of medieval activity on this field. Don't know. Might be kind of a decorative mount, I'm not sure. One for the experts to have a look at. Sounds interesting as well. It's a piece of bronze. Not buckle, is it? A little medieval buckle. Yeah, look, a little medieval buckle. It's nice. It'll be 14th century. Nice little find. I like these slopes because you think there's something old up there on the high ground. Over years it gets washed down, ploughed down, sometimes picked up by machinery. And gradually everything works to the bottom or on the edge of a slope. So I always tend to start at the bottom and work up. double bleeper. Something with a hole in it, I think. That's a solid signal, which is good. You can see Summit Green, it's shotgun cap. Yeah, shotgun cap. They're a pain, but don't ignore them. Oh, a nice little signal. Seems to be a good field, this. Absolutely roasting when the sun's away from them clouds, but when it goes in, it's cold. It's not a worm. Aluminium foil, isn't it? Yeah, tin foil. Looked good and it sounded good. Foiled again. Aluminium foil, I think. I better dig it anyway. Yeah, isn't it? Let's see. Never know. It's a ring, I think. Yeah, it's a ring. Oh. It's a medieval ring. I think it's medieval. Yeah, look at that. See where it's snapped. It's definitely a medieval. I think it's medieval. Might be earlier, might be later, but it's definitely a ring. That's a lovely find. Snapped and someone's lost it. Some of these used to have an inscription inside. It's not gold, it's copper alloy, so I'll have to clean that up later and see if it says anything inside, but that's a nice find. I'm pretty sure it's medieval. But nice to find a piece of jewellery. Might be older. It's got a nice decoration. You can see it in there like a little rope effect, little squigglies. If you can pick it up. That's an awesome find. It's Okay, first time on this field. Fantastic. Another shotgun cap, perhaps. They sound so much like coins. It might be a coin. Oh, look at that. Medieval silver. Hammered silver. Let's see what it is. Oh, look. Beautiful. $700 years old, that is. One of the Edwards. And it's got the whole flan on it. London. London Mint. London. Civitas. That's a nice coin. I'm not sure which Edward. I think it's Edward. Might not be, actually. Don't recognise the legend. That might be Richard. It's beautiful. Slight little bend in it. Normally they say EDW or Edward, but this one doesn't. The lettering's different. That might be Richard the First or Richard the Second. We'll know later. That is nice. Look at that. Literally, what's that, 5 signals on a new field? Unbelievable. Excellent. It's really difficult when the thing's getting these roots. Piece of bronze. So another piece of buckle, I think. So another piece of buckle. Copper alloy. Nice little sharp signal, I think. button. Either a button or a half penny. Half penny. Quite very worn. Very, very worn. Blank. Probably Georgian, I think, but it's very, very worn. Could be anything from George to Victoria. Smashing signal. Hey, for the first time on this field, it's been a lovely medieval coin. I'll show you, which is silver. I think it's a half penny. Might be a penny. It's minted in London, so that's 14th century, so middle 1300s. I think it's Edward. Might be Edward or Richard, but probably Edward III would be my guess. So I'm not a coin expert. I'll find out later and give it a clean up. So the copper half penny. It's an interesting little copper alloy. Traces of gilding something. I don't know what that is. Got another interesting artifact here that's got some nice interesting decorative. I don't know what that is. Again, I'll find out later. Got a end of a medieval buckle. Piece of I believe would be a medieval stained glass window, which suggests there may have been a building. Nice Tudor or Stuart broken buckle. Not sure on that. I thought it might have been a watch winder, but it looks a bit too old for that, so it could be the end of a strap end or belt fitting. Not sure. Another piece of what I believe is a buckle, and that is the nicest, probably the nicest find. Let's put that coin away. Is I believe it's a medieval ring. It might be older. The shape is pretty Viking, but the design is kind of medieval, which I'll get out there. It's only copper alloy, but it's still a finger ring. And I believe a lot of this stuff is either there because there was a building, or people were making their way down to a natural spring down the bottom there. But yeah, it's definitely a finger ring, which is quite nicely decorated. I'll say it may well say something inside, but I don't know. But that's a nice little find. Like I say, I'll get a date on that later, and I'll probably clean it up and put some better pictures on for you. But yeah, really good day. I mean, it's the first time on here. There's been a lot of shotgun caps, quite a few bits of lead, but very promising. I'll definitely be back on here. It's yeah, very interesting field.